Hi, I'm Bob Ross. I'm a lawyer in Illinois. I've been practicing for over 30 years in the area of business law, wills, and trusts. And I want to talk to you today about business entity basics. When you start a business, what are the pros and cons of having a solo or a partnership or a corporation or a limited liability company? Those are the three main choices. The group of solo and partnership means that you'll be doing business without a lot of formality probably, and basically it's simpler from a tax point of view, but may not be as advantageous. It also means that your personal assets will probably be exposed to the claims of creditors of the business. So if you do a partnership, then you'll want to have an agreement between you and your fellow partners as to matters such as how are profits split, who does the work, how are we paid, what happens if we don't get along or want to sell the business, what happens if one of us becomes disabled or dies. Those are all important areas to cover in your agreement. The other area is corporation. That's more of a traditional entity that you create a new taxpayer and a new entity that deals with the outside world. It's a person in the eyes of a law. So if you follow the right corporate formalities and have consents done and file annual reports with the local Secretary of State's office, then what happens is you'll have a good chance of having your personal assets not be exposed to liability for those things that are only obligations of the corporation. But it is important to follow formalities. When you sign a document, sign as president. When you sign a contract, make sure it's in the name of the corporation. The third entity I'm talking about today is a limited liability company. Those are relatively new in Illinois, but they're basically similar to corporations in that limited liability is a possibility, but it also provides that there's less formality. You don't have to have annual meetings of shareholders and directors. There's other things you can do in terms of tax elections that gives more flexibility. If you have more than one owner, just like a corporation or partnership, you want to have an agreement between the owners. The owners in a limited liability company are called members, and to provide for what happens in those events that come up in normal business settings: death, disability, partner or shareholder or limited liability company member who wants to leave. Will it be covered by insurance if someone is disabled or dies? Those kind of things, you can talk them through with a lawyer. The big key in that area is to just try to be plain and straightforward and do something that makes sense for yourself. If you'd like more information about this or other areas where we practice, just give us a call at 847-358-5757 or send us an email at bob@robertjross.com. Best thing is, don't delay on questions you have with legal matters. They're much easier to be addressed sooner rather than later. Also, the statute of limitations and passage of time can reduce or eliminate certain rights you have. So it's important to follow up, even if it's just a quick call. Thanks very much.